We're sitting here with Mike Wood from Burlington, Kentucky.
Yep.
Outside of Cincinnati. Mike is the president of the Cincinnati. Well, you tell us who you are.
I am the lead director for the Cincinnati.net user group, and been doing that for about 3 years now.
Okay.
The .NET user group got founded by James Avery, and it's been around for 4 years.
And they kind of evolved out of a Visual Basic user group.
Yes.
Earlier.
There was
it was around for a few years.
Yes, there was a Visual Basic user group. They called it VBug in Cincinnati. That one it picked up a lot of .NET content when .NET first came out, but then the group kind of died off a little bit, and James Avery about 4 years ago revitalized the group.
Yep.
And that's when it became the Cincinnati.net user group.
So as you know, I'm involved in some user groups up in Michigan, and we face challenges with trying to get people in the community involved in the user group, getting them to come to meetings, get them excited about the technology. We've got, I don't know how many thousands of .NET developers in the area, and a small percentage of them are showing up at our groups. You probably have similar issues. How do you address those?
It's funny you asked that, because we actually had a conversation with John Keller, who's a user group leader down in Nashville, and Kerry Payette, who's a user group leader in Columbus, and a couple other people last night. And it's the same issue. We all have it. The only person that seems to be not having it is over in Indy, where they have over 100 people every meeting.
Indianapolis, huh?
Yeah.
Do you know what they're doing different than the rest of us?
Well, I spoke with Mark Dunn, who's the president over there, and they're doing a lot of the same things we're doing. They just grow very quickly over there. I don't know if it was the geography, because we had a discussion last night about geography, right?
Okay.
The .NET user group in Cincinnati is based in Mason, and with Mason, it's up in the northeast part of town,
Sure,
right?
by Kings Island.
By Kings Island. And we
Should
have
on the roller coaster. I'd go.
But then they have a user group that's an internal user group on the west side of town, and they regularly have 60 to 70 people show.
Interesting.
But it's always,
internal. It's one company.
Yeah, it's a one company internal.
Can we say the name of that company on the air?
No, but we do have 2 or 3 of the people from that group that come to ours. But when asked why the rest of them don't come, it's like, well, I have that. It's at work. It's during lunch, and it's time, right? That's paid for by the company. I think one of the reasons that we fight to get people to come to the user groups is this discussion of the 80-20, right? 20% of the developers are very passionate, they're very interested in learning.
Sure.
And 80%, and then the other 80% are, they come in, they do their job, and then they go home.
Those are the 501 guys.
The 501
It's
guys.
501, they're out the door.
Yeah, and it's not always bad, because
Sure.
some people, everybody's circumstances are different, and one of your 501 guys may be the smartest guy there, but he's got to go home and take care of his 4 kids because his wife goes to school, right, or something along those lines. So it's not always because they can't make it, or that they don't want to be there and learn, it's that they can't make it.
Sure.
But you've got to reach out, find the people that are really interested in being there, and give them a reason to be there. So you've got to have good content, you've got to have a wealth of knowledge in your speakers, and you've got to have a strong community.
Yeah, so if you could get 20% of the developers in the Cincinnati area, you'd be doing really well.
Oh, yeah.
Have to move to a much bigger room.
Yes.
And I've seen some of your speakers. You've got some terrific speakers that come down there.
Oh, yeah.
So what are you doing to try to increase that specifically?
The attendance or the speakers?
The speakers.
The speakers? We're doing a really good job with the speakers. The Heartland region has a huge amount of speakers, and with the number of Day-of.nets and code camps and stuff that we have, you get to know them, right?
Sure.
I help run the central. Yeah, I mean, you've given talks. Used to give talks at VBug too.
I'd come down.
Yeah, and you're more than welcome to. We have a lot of people that are very interested in speaking in our local region, plus up in Michigan. And at DevLink, one of the developer evangelists from Microsoft was saying that other DEs from Microsoft would come up to him and say, how do you get some of your people who are up in Michigan down to this, organize a bus to drive all the way
The
down
bus.
to the bus.
Tell these guys about the bus.
No, you were on the bus.
I was on the bus. Oh, you weren't on the bus, were
I
you?
was not on the bus.
All right. We'll talk something else about the bus now. That was an experience.
But they organized this bus to go all the way down to Nashville.
Yeah.
And they have other regions where people won't drive from Fort Worth to Dallas
Yeah.
for a code camp. And he said that's just unique that we have such a strong community across such a broad geography.
Yeah.
And because of that, we get really good speakers and people that are willing to travel to speak.
All right. Mike Wood, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.